So many new homes, so many builders. But which ones truly stand out in the Ottawa area right now? Well, today I'm going to be ranking them. Think of this as your quick guide to Ottawa's top builders, the ones I would recommend for my clients to buy, and the ones I would say use with caution. We're going to be ranking them today from top tier, which is going to be the elite level, which is the highly recommended builders. Everybody's had really good experiences with them, to the bottom tier, which is going to be used with caution. Some builders that don't have the greatest reputation or had bad experiences with certain clients. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer moving up or an investor in the Canada, Orleans, Barrhaven, Ottawa South areas, these are the builders you should know. And yes, I'm going to be giving some of my opinions along with data and facts to give you everything you need to know about these builders. Now let's jump into the video and review these bad boys. Okay, so getting right into it. So the first one we're going to go to is Mattamy Homes. This is a builder that's pretty prominent in Canada and Ottawa in general. They have a large footprint of the amount of homes that they build. They've built thousands of homes throughout their lifespan. They've been around since 1978, so they are well experienced. They are well versed in what's happening in the area. They are kind of a community builder. My overall opinion on Mattamy Homes is that if you're looking at one of their starter homes, it's going to be mainly price oriented. The reason why you're buying a Mattamy home as a starter home, you're probably just because they have the best incentive, they have the cheapest price, and you just want to get into something to start building your home. You're building your equity in the property. But as if you're looking for some good options as a townhome, you're probably not looking at Mattamy. You're probably looking at comparing at a couple of different builders. But one thing I'll say about Mattamy is that their single detached properties I actually do like quite a lot. They do really well in that, where they have good lots, really good layouts. Some of the layouts for Mattamy homes are really nice, depending on which model you're looking at. But like, even if we go here, like take a look at this. We actually have tons of, like, this is what I was talking about. They're a very prominent builder. They have all different sorts of areas, right, that you can go into, starting whatever, right? So the one big thing about Mattamy is that they've been around. I do like them quite a bit. A lot of people know them. I'm going to give them a B tier. I think they're overall good. If you're looking for a single detached home, it's going to be pretty price friendly, and it's going to be a good quality build with a nice lot with some nice floor plan layouts. If you're looking for just something cheap and easy to get into, that's probably going to be your starter home. If you're looking at higher quality builds, we're going to look at some other builders. But next on the list, we're going to go into Claridge Homes. This is one of my favorites, I'd say. The one big thing is that they're Ottawa run, Ottawa family owned. They've been around for quite a long time. They also built the tallest condo building in Ottawa, so huge tip to the cap to them. They went around so many different city, well, not city regulations, but they've applied for so many different permits to get that built up, and it's called the Claridge Icon. One of my favorite buildings in the city. They did a fantastic job with that one, and they're building more that come up in terms of condos. Now, if you're looking for townhomes and single detached homes, they do really well in the suburbs. So right now, Claridge Homes has Copperwood Estates in Canada. They have in Stittsville, Westwood. They have Canada South, Iron Valley, Bridlewood Trails in Canada, Barrhaven, Waters Point, Riverside South, River's Edge, Finley Creek, Lilythorne, and Alta Vista Quarters is coming soon. So I'm excited to see this one actually. But their Finley Creek and their Riverside South development is really nice. They've done a really good job in Riverside South. I've mentioned before, Riverside South is one of my favorite suburbs, and I'm a huge fan of the quality of the build. The resale value as well is really good with anything Claridge built, because people know, right? The layouts are nice, the quality is nice, the workmanship and the craftsmanship is really well done, and they've done a really good job of presenting that. I love their exterior brickwork. I love their interior floor plans. The kitchens are usually a really good setup. One thing I'll mention too is I've owned a Claridge build back in 2017. It was an entry-level condo, and it was a really good experience. The building was well kept. It was a condo stacked kind of home, and I had nothing but good things to say about them. So I might be a little bit biased there, but I do quite like Claridge. And these, like, feel free to visit their sites. Like, they do, like, you can see a lot of the new homes. Like, let's say take a look at these townhomes starting from 626. Like, you can see, like, some of these are like upper scale, higher end exterior finishes, which is good because that also keeps up your resale value, because it's the front fascia of their home, right? But their smallest Their smallest build is 1653 square feet, and they go all the way up to 2495 as an end unit, which is massive for an end unit. So obviously it's going to be on the higher end of price points, but I would say Claridge is a mid to high end builder, and I would rank them as an A tier, a very strong builder overall. Now going to the next one, EQ Homes, they're Ottawa based as well. I'm a huge fan of EQ Homes as well. They have done a really good job in all different parts of the city. I do like their entry level products. I do like their high end products. They've done an overall really good job. I'm going to put them in an A tier. They're kind of tied with Claridge at the moment. I'm going to see how this list plays out. But EQ Homes, like they do everything. They got Riverside South, Embrun, Rockland, Finley Creek, Kemptville, Old Ottawa East, and Orleans, Provence. That's yeah. It's like you can see also it's all higher end, looks really nice. They have different properties types that you can do. These ones are really nice options, like the Jude's. This is in Finley Creek at Pathways, 1,300 square feet, entry level townhome, brand new for $549. It's actually a really good size and good layout for what that is. 15,400 including upgrades, and some of these are even negotiable. Like everything I talk about today, if you're working with a realtor, get in touch with them about new builds, because sometimes new builds, even if they're not on the market, like not listed on MLS, you can actually get maybe a slightly better deal than what you can get by just going straight to the builder. So always talk to your realtor about what incentives the realtors have compared to just going in as the public. So depending on what the builder needs to move, like some of these, like everything they hear that has their prices slashed, I would recommend talking to your realtor, seeing a visit, and seeing if you can place an offer on these. Most builders don't often allow offers to come in. It's just set price, and you just, if you want it, you can have it. If you don't, we'll just wait for the next person. But some of these, I do recommend talking to them about it. One of my favorite builds that they do is they did a really good condo development in Old Ottawa East in Greystone Village. Really nice high-end neighborhood right off of Main Street. They did a fantastic job with those. They have condos, but they also had single and attached homes, which were very nice, also much higher end. But the other thing too that they did, the development in Equinel and Kemptville, very nice. They did a really good job there. Good size homes, like in Equinel, the Germain. Look at this, listed at $1,063,000. This is a huge drop, but obviously slightly overpriced to begin with. But $889 for a massive home, 2,700 square feet, detached, 4 beds, 3.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage, move-in ready. Right, like you can take possession of that right now. So there is lots out there. So that's why EQ Homes, I would put them on par with Claridge, maybe slightly above, but let's see how the list plays out. Next one is Kaivan. Now, Kaivan, I personally am not a huge fan. I've just never really, like, I've had some clients want to buy Kaivan. I just never found the appeal. I personally did not like the layouts. They are an Ottawa and GTA builder. They're Ottawa-based developer, so they do know quite a lot. They've developed quite a bit, especially in the Barhaven area. They did a really good job. Um, but a lot of the times, I find that the lots are really small. The layouts aren't great. They're very awkward layouts sometimes, and I don't find that the finishes are as good as what you'd hope, right? Especially when you're on par with Mattamy, Minto, and sometimes even Claridge. Like if we look at some of these, let's look at the site plan first. Site plans are fine. They look okay, but like let's see, 2-story freehold series 1. Let's see series 1. So these are those double car garage towns. Yeah, like I hate these type of layouts, like because you have no backyard, right? You have a front yard kind of thing, walk in, and then you have the garage in the back, so there's not much there. But anyways, I think overall, my opinion on Kaivan, I'm gonna put them at a C. I know I might get some backlash on that personally, but uh, I do have some concerns. I would visit a few homes that are Kaivan builds before making a decision with them, just to know what you can expect. The tough part is that you really want to be going through the showrooms and going to visit homes that they have available, so you can get a good idea. It's really hard to buy a new build without actually having to go see it. But overall, I'd say Kaivan a C. I'm almost tempted to put it in a D, but I'll wait a little bit for now, and we'll go from there. Next one is Tartan. So Tartan is I actually huge fan of them. I visited a lot of their homes. I am tempted to put them. Um, I'm going to put them in an A, and I think EQ Homes I want to put in an S for now. That's what I'm going to do just for now, just to kind of take a look here. But the thing with Tartan is that they don't have too many areas available at the moment. They did have quite a bit. But
Welcome to Tartan Homes in Findlay Creek Village, and thank you for joining us for this brief overview of this popular family community.
Um, I was super impressed when I saw their townhomes. Like, let's take a look at these. So townhomes, which one was? Yeah, the Gala was unreal. I actually went to see it in person. It's huge, 2,400 square feet. It's one of the biggest townhomes I've seen. Starting at 599. That's a no, that's in Russell. That's why. Let's see. Yeah, 729 in Findlay Creek. That's more, that's more reasonable. Well, not reasonable, but it's more what they have, right? Because Findlay Creek and Russell are two completely different neighborhoods. Early occupancy available for Findlay Creek. There is one lot available right now. The one thing about Tartan is that they are local and they have 50 years plus of experience in the area. So I don't know if you remember, but 15, 20 years ago, they always had the bus ads. They were super high on those. Big fan of Tartan. I am putting them in an A, well deserved. On to the next one, Minto. It's a major builder in Canada. They're pretty much everywhere. They were founded in 1955. I'm a huge fan of them right now, and probably they're going to be doing well for a while. I would put them, like, in terms of build quality, I would put them above Minto. I would put them slightly under Tartan and Claridge. Um, yeah, I think just slightly under Tartan and Claridge, but still in an A. The reason why is because they actually have some of the better layouts available, and they do have good areas where they're building. Like their Minto Mahogany area in Manotick, one of the best things that I think they did as a company, because like the single detached homes there. Like, first of all, the community is great. It's right in Manotick, like right off of Manotick, Maine, super close to all the amenities in Manotick. But overall, like, this is not opening for me. But anyways, let's leave it as is. Yeah, like you're looking at 999,000 for a single detached home, 2,696 square feet. This is without basement. So most of these single homes are going to be without basement finished. But this is an attractive price for me personally. Like, to be in Manotick for that price point, that's pretty good. 45-foot bungalows, so bigger lots here, 959. Smaller square footage. Again, obviously, basement unfinished. But look at this. Like, some of these, like 3,000 square foot for the Magnolia lot 85, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,079,000. Excuse me. 52-foot single family phase 3, 1.189 plus bonus, 3,200 square feet. Like, they have lots of options if you're a growing family and you want to be in Manotick. But excuse me, even in, like, even their townhomes, I find that their townhomes have much better layouts than the ones that Mattamy provides, and especially better than Kaivan, in my opinion. Um, I've just been a huge fan of how everything comes out. A reputable builder too. The other thing too is that all these builders offer a carry-on warranty, right? The carry-on warranty is kind of like your backup plan. You also have to deal with the builder straight up. So that's one thing that a lot of people forget, is that how responsive is the builder going to be to your warranty demands. Honestly, from what I've seen, every home is going to have warranty items, which is fine. That's like, nothing is perfect. Even like a custom built home, you're going to have warranty items. It's unavoidable. But you want to be working with, like, if you're buying a brand new build, you want to be working with a builder that's going to give you, like, is going to work with you on the warranty items, not somebody that's just going to ignore you. Like, there's some builders out there, you can't get a hold of anybody at the sales center, can't get a hold of anybody at the warranty staff. Like, you want to be working with all the builders that have good response rates, like have good reviews and all that stuff. I think overall, uh, Minto is an A. I would say A minus probably, just in terms of overall quality. But I'm a huge fan of their mahogany community. Huge fan of their single homes. Are really, really nice. They're not super high end luxury homes, but they're good for what they are. Townhomes, I think they really do a really good job. Their resale value isn't as high as Claridge Homes, I'd say, or Tartan, but they do a really good job overall. Better than Mattamy, in my opinion, and better than Kaivan. On to the next one. Now we got Tamarack. Tamarack, I'm pretty pretty big fan of them. Overall, I would probably put them slightly above Minto. Right now they got Cardinal Creek, which is just outside of Orleans, Finley Creek, the Meadows, in Nepean, Edenwild. Overall, good builds. Like the Tamarack builds are pretty nice. Like I've seen some of these ones in Edenwild and the ones in Finley Creek. Homes for sale. Like let's take a look. It's like these are all relatively modern, very similar to Tartan. Um, View home. Like let's just take a look at this. Like look at the layouts. So you got, what do we have here? Entry level bedroom 2. This is a bungalow. So let's do a more realistic. So covered porch, entry, foyer, stairs, powder room, mud room, walk-in closet, kitchen, living room, the standard stuff. Nothing too crazy, but not bad by any means, right? I think this is a really good option if you're looking for kind of your first single home. I would definitely recommend Tamarack. It's just going to be depending on where you can find the location. But overall, I think Tamarack is probably going to be an A, slightly above Minto in terms of quality and overall finishes. No, I think honestly think they're probably tied. I don't even think they're that far apart. Um, but that's my opinion. Let's go on to the next one. What do we got next? So next we got Urbandale. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to put them S tier. Urbandale is family run. They've been in Ottawa for over 40 years. Local builder. They've developed everything that's been in the city, and they've kept on and kept on. Um, when you see an Urbandale build, you know exactly what you're walking into. It's going to be high end, lots of class, lots of different special touches. They're doing a lot of stuff in Riverside South. Let's take a look at their inventory homes. So Riverside South. What do we got here? Um, the Apollo, Calypso, Discovery. You can see the prices are obviously higher end, but take a look at these, like some of these. So ground floor. So this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,055 square feet. So compare this to Tartan. Um, what is that? Like a 60,000 or $50,000 difference in price, and you're getting 400 square feet less. So quality's got to be made up for it, right? And that's what you're getting with Urbandale. Also, the layouts are some of the most fantastic layouts I have seen. Like walking in here, so porch, you got a closet, powder room. You get in, you got the mud room for the garage. You get in, you got the kitchen with the full layout island, dining area, living room, pantry, right? Then you go to the bedroom floor, right? You got a loft open to below. So like this is like I just sold one of these actually, and it was 15 years old, or sorry, it was a 2015, and it had the most amount of action I have seen in a townhome in all year, to be honest with you. Exact same layout, so bedroom here, bedroom here, bedroom here, bathroom, and then like this bedroom one has its own ensuite, right? So that's your master bedroom, but you have a loft here as well, which can be turned into an office, which is fantastic, right? So you still have 2 full bedrooms that you can use as bedrooms. Then you go to the basement, you got like a games room, mechanical unfinished area, and a rough-in location for a bathroom, right? So tons and tons. Like that's one of my favorite floor plans. Also, their exterior is beautiful. Love the windows. In this specific model, you can get super high windows. Like you can get 20-foot window ceilings or 20-foot windows going all the way up, which is very unique. You won't see that in many other homes. But like let's take a look at one of the Apollo unit, right? So this is one of their smaller ones. Obviously, it's 1,800 square feet. Still not considered that small, but ready to finish townhome, 10K design center bonus. So still some bonuses there, but I would really recommend if anybody's looking for a higher end townhome. Um, if you're looking at Riverside South, highly recommend Urbandale. I'm S tier for a reason. I love the fact that they're owned and operated locally. Um, Honestly, one in like they won Ottawa's best home builder for quite some time, and they're doing a bang up job about presentation, overall quality, design. It's all very different compared to a lot of these other brands, and I put them in S tier for that. I actually would put them ahead of EQ Homes. Vailcraft. So Vailcraft, I would say I would put them on par with kind of like Tamarack. I'm going to put them slightly behind Minto. The reason why I would put behind Minto, just because I like they're not around in the city as much as they were before. Like currently, they're only building in uh, Place St. Thomas and Embrun, in Stittsville, Iroquois. So nothing really in Ottawa. The only thing they have is Stittsville, and it's like I would like to see more from them. They did do a lot of work in Canada. There is a lot of Vailcraft builds in Canada. They did a lot in Findlay Creek as well. Overall, I would say kind of middle of the road to a little bit higher end. Their singles are really nice, like this detached home here. This is moving soon. Um, Designer home. What do we got here? So this is in Stittsville. No price. One thing I don't like about builders is that they don't put the price on the website. Just put it on there. I wish that would. I wish we could just have prices everywhere and just know what costs what. And yes, I know it's a bit of work to change it all the time as the market changes, but overall, like 3,100 square feet, 3,177 square feet, really, really high end single home. And then if you go to what do we got here? So our homes. No, let's go find your home. And what do we got? Townhomes. So townhomes, they probably just have, yeah. So these are, yeah. Like I'm not a huge fan of these. These are a little bit kind of older style, but they look decent. Ground floor, yeah, good layouts. So I don't have anything bad to say about them. I would just put them, kind of in A tier, strong builder, no issues. But again, keep like this is how the list is looking like so far, and let's see how the rest shapes out. Phoenix Homes. So innovation, I would probably give them an A. Locations, I'm not sure. Like they do have quite a lot of different style homes. Like the one thing I love about them is the income series properties. So Mariposa is a 4 bedroom, 4 to 5 bathroom property. This comes with its own in-law suite, so you can have the basement rented right away. It's got its own separate entrance, which is fantastic, right? So like let's take a look at this. This is something that very few builders in Ottawa actually do offer, which I love Phoenix for this. They did a I think this is going to be the way of the future down the road, but I don't think it's as popular as it was before. I think it's going to gain popularity as the market moves on. I think they're just a little bit ahead of the curve in terms of that. But like, let's take a look at this. So basically, you have your porch here. You walk into your foyer, and then you have a separate entrance here for the basement apartment foyer. Let's go to the basement. What does that look like? So you have your mechanical room. You have access from the mechanical room to the upper unit, which is awesome because your tenants in the basement, they don't need to have access to that. But you can also use this as an in-law suite. But look at this. So you have your entrance here, lowered ceiling, whatever. This is mechanical room for the lower unit and mechanical room for the upper unit. So both separate. That's awesome. And then this is your entrance. And then you got your washer, laundry room, linen combo, living room, bedroom, kitchen, dinette. Kitchen's not huge, but still, this is an income series. If you can get the 18, 19, 2,000 for this, you probably could, depending on the area, but per month, right? And then you got your main floor, and let's go take a look at the second floor. Second floor is massive, so you got your primary bedroom with the ensuite, walk-in closet. Then you get out, you got your linen, you got your bedroom 2, your main bath, stairs here, covered porch with a walkout. That's pretty cool, very interesting, very different. Laundry area, bonus room. So this could be a den if you don't have enough space on the main floor, so which you should. You have a family room, dining room, nook, but it could be like a secondary area for the kids, right? Like a little play area, or kind of call it like a game room or TV room, whatever. And then you got bedroom 3. So I like them for their innovation. I'm gonna put them in an A as well. I'm gonna put them slightly ahead of. Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here. A, just around Claridge. They're probably tied with Claridge in terms of what they offer. They do also have condos that they're doing in the suburbs, townhomes as well. So a lot of different, like this is what all they offer for the townhomes right now. It's the condo stacked, but really attractive prices, 385 to 435. You can't get much cheaper than that these days. And they do offer semi-custom as well, so you can use them as a custom home builder if that's something you're looking for. So select a pre-existing floor plan, request to customize, and enjoy a complimentary face-to-face appointment with our architecture, construction, and design team. So if you're looking for something a little bit more tailored to what you're looking for in a property, as opposed to just getting a preset plan, buying this, upgrade this, and then you're off to the races. This you can go a little bit more in depth and work with the builder themselves to get that going, right? And they've been around since 1988. I love that. Good experience. They know what's happening. That's what is that? Almost 40 years in the market. So again, lots and lots of good things about them. Big fan of that. Love the innovation. Huge, huge fan of that. Next, we're gonna go to Richcraft. Richcraft, I'm a big fan. I would put them behind Phoenix, above Tartan, Tamarack, Minto, Veilcraft. Price wise, they're okay. They're decent for their prices, but their finishes are super high end. I find that move and ready. Like, let's take a look at some of these. What do they got? Can be like some of these entry level towns for 605. These are high end 3 stories, which we don't have too many of in the city, but like this is a great layout. So you walk in, you got a study room, like they call it like an office, right? You got your foyer, you got space there. Then you go to the main floor, you got the great room, dining room, kitchen, powder room, balcony that's covered. And then you got the upper floor. So let's go to the upper floor. You got your primary bedroom with the ensuite with a walk-in closet. You got your your washroom here, and your washer and dryer in a separate door from that bathroom, which is pretty cool to see. So 3 bathrooms there. Floor plan. Okay, so then let's go to the basement. Basement, there's not much. These 3 stories, rarely will you find a basement, but let's go take a look at one of these other ones. Move-in ready. What else do we got here? Do we have any townhomes? Yeah, like some of these townhomes are still high-end prices for these townhomes, but depends on the location. So this is Canada Lakes. I don't mind it. It's an okay design on the exterior. It's nothing special, but good layout. Like, take a look at this. Like, you got ground floor. You walk in, powder room. Then you go your kitchen, your walk-in pantry, dining, great room, right? Then you go to the second floor. You got the primary bedroom, ensuite, loft. I love a loft. Same thing going back to Urbandale. They have that loft. It's much bigger than this, but still, you get a good loft that will give you more space, especially if you have a growing family, right? So let's say you want to add the laundry room, get rid of the loft because your laundry room is probably in the basement. No, second floor. Did I miss the laundry? No, washer and dryer is here, or you can turn it into a laundry room, but then you get a larger walk-in closet. Or you can do a luxury ensuite, get rid of the loft, and have a luxury ensuite, right? So you can't have both. Can you? No, you can't. What am I talking about? Oh, you weird. Okay. Anyways, probably have to play with that a little bit. Yeah, then going on to let's take a look at some of their singles. So what is this? This is Trails Edge. That's in Orleans. 1,014,000. Looks like a pretty good layout. I like this. Kitchen with a breakfast area, alternate kitchen. Yeah, so larger. I'll put the bench here. Interesting. I would probably do the alternate kitchen, make it a little bit larger island. Great for hosting. Open to above. I love that again. So these are all unique designs. These designs will actually, I'm not going to say they're guaranteed to give you better resale value, but they're going to be more rare, right? So anything that's more rare, harder to find, is going to help you in the future. So having the open into above, you're probably going to be one of 10 homes that has that, right? And you want to, when you're selling these properties, you want to have something that differentiates you from another cookie cutter home. Yes, these are all basically cookie cutters, but what's it going to do differently is that you're choosing these floor plans in a certain way to make yourself differentiate. Let's take a look at the second floor. Second room, you can do the 4-bedroom layout, change the loft into that. I personally wouldn't. I would just leave it as a loft, make it an office, and make it 3 bedrooms up here. Bathroom, sink, ensuite. Okay, just a higher end ensuite. 4 bedroom and loft. Open it below. So you can close that and make it a 4 bedroom and a loft. I wouldn't. I would just leave that. But again, I'm not the one shopping for this, so let's take a look. Bathroom, bedroom, so you can add, and then you can have a finished rec room, bedroom, unfinished area. This is going to be your mechanical room, most likely. Yeah, that's the only place to leave it. And yeah, overall good floor plans. I do like Richcraft, high end stuff. I think they deserve the A tier. On to our last one. This one is one of my favorites, uniform. I'm going to put them at the top of A tier. I just don't think they have the volume for S tier, and S tier should be reserved for special ones. Copperwood Estates, so some of these are quite nice. In terms of uniform, they have 30 years experience. I do like their builds. They've done a lot of nice stuff in terms of take a look at this, the Ashby, like all very, very high end, very modern, really good layouts. And what do we got? Y uniform. Okay, move in ready. Let's see what they have move in ready and available February. Do we have any pictures here? Yeah, like this is a really nice layout. So you walk in, entry. It's very, very wide, right? Open to above. I like that. Powder room here, separate off the kitchen. You got the mud room going into the kitchen. Huge fan of that because if you're bringing groceries right from the garage straight into the kitchen, you got the pantry, walk-in closet, but then you're gonna have a pantry area here, dining room and living room with the fireplace right here. Second level, we're gonna go to, we got the primary bedroom with its ensuite. Walk-in closet is massive, open to below right here. Bedroom 4, and we got bathroom, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, and the laundry room up here. Basement, what does that look like? This is one area that this floor plan doesn't look that great. Stairs, rec room, that's actually a decent size. You got the bathroom. But anyways, like these are all different properties. We're just taking a look at it. It's $1.5 million for 2,300 square feet. This is what I mean. There's not enough volume here to look at. I do like when you have a lot more choice from a builder. Like let's take a look at one of these guys. So this one is the Hillcrest, 3,000 square feet on a 42-foot lot. So it is going to be a larger home, dining, kitchen, family, open above. So very similar ground alta. So you can add. So the den is here, which could be used as an office, which is nice. Good option to have. If you ever get that. So what is it? Alternate. Okay, so just change the optional open layout. Interesting. Okay. Bedroom 2, master bedroom, walk-in closet with a side closet, ensuite. Bedroom 4, laundry, bath, walk-in closet on both the bedrooms. That's a really nice option. Basement, massive. So mechanical storage, bathroom, rough-in, mechanical. So this is interesting, but anyways, that's my list so far. I think this kind of covers it. I don't know. I want to go through some of these. Do I be a little bit more harsh? I don't think any of these builders would fall into the caution area. I actually don't think we need, like, there's nobody that scares me off from here. If we're in Toronto, I think, like, I'll do this just for the sake of it. Like, gotta move some of these down. Yeah, I think this is more fair. I still would recommend Kaivan if you're looking at that price point. Just be cautious and just do a little bit of research on what you want. That's the one thing I'll say. But that's it for now. If you guys have any questions about these builders, or you want to know more, or you want to get some of the pricing that I get from these builders, drop a link below, give me a like, or send me a message, and I will reach out to you and give you my full list of builder properties that I have that are available with certain pricing, and we can go from there. If you want to see any of these, let me know. I would love to show you some of these and give you the different floor plans that are available and help you on your home search. If you have any questions, feel free to drop by or drop a message, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See you on the next video, and have a great day.